This is the third method of ground improvement techniques, which is soil densification. In previous two videos, we have discussed about soil compaction and soil stabilization. In this, we will be discussing how soil densification can happen in ground improvement technique. Soil densification, application of shock or vibration deep into ground, rearrangement of soil structure from loose to dense state, applicable to cohesion-less soil under high water table conditions, which can be done by vibro compaction, vibro flotation, compaction piles, blasting, dynamic compaction, stone columns. All these 5 techniques we will be discussing in this video, which comes under soil densification. By using vibro compaction or compaction piles or blasting, dynamo compaction, stone columns, we achieve soil densification, which is required to be taken for increasing the SBC of the soil. First, the vibro compaction. Deep soil densification happens. Vibrating poker or vibro float fed into ground, specifically designed torpedo shaped. Diameter of the same is 30 to 40 centimeter in dia. Vibrating frequency is 30 to 50 hertz. Vibration in conjunction with the water flushing through a tip of the poker. Probe inserted by both jetting and vibration. Granule material is added from the surface to fill voids, spaces created by the vibrator. Compacted radial zone of granular material is created, suitable for sand and other non-cohesive soils, with silt content less than 10 to 15%. Relative density in excess of 85% can be achieved. This is the picture of a vibro float. Vibro compaction under process on your screen. The second method, which is used, compaction piles under soil densification. Compaction pile is a vibro displacement method. Pre-stressed concrete or timber piles are used, driven by vibrator pile hammer, installed in grid pattern, densifies the soil and reinforces the soil, suitable for granular soils, economical for small site of moderate depth up to 15 meter. Dynamic compaction, which is the third method under soil densification. Drop of heavy weight, steel or concrete from height, falls from approximately 10 to 30 meters. When excess pore water pressure from a dynamic loading dissipates, additional densification occurs. The surface requires shallow compaction with addition of granular fills. Application: sand densification, compacting very loose soil, soft grounds, landfill treatments. Blasting. Blasting is the fourth method under soil densification under ground improvement technique. Detonation explosion charge at a certain depth. Local spontaneous liquefaction develops in saturated deposits due to sudden shocks wave. Pipes 100 mm dia are driven into a required depth. Dynamite and electric detonator wrapped in waterproof bundles. Explosive charge lowered into a casing pipe. Plunged case withdrawn. Hole is backfilled with sand. Charge is fired. Stars are spaced generally between 3 to 8 meter. Weight of the explosion is calculated by weight equals to 134 C into R cube. Stone column, which is the fifth type of soil densification under ground improvement technique. Columns of gravel constructed in ground, deep compaction of moderate cohesion soil, creating stiff reinforcing elements, considerable improvement in the load bearing capacity and the shear strength. Techniques of constructing stone columns. Replacement method, vibro flotation. Adjacent soil as well as stone column is compacted by vibro float. Baler and casing method. Non-displacement method, ramp stone, auger boring. Stone column by vibro flotation is displayed in front of your screen. Ramp stone column will be explained in next slide. Ramp stone column case is bored, backfilling using crushed sand or big gravel, ramming the stone fill in stages, extracting the casing in stages. Stage is 1.2 to 2 meter height, spacing between 1.2 to 3 meter. Compaction control set 220 mm or less for 10 blow of 2 ton per meter energy, suitable for soil less responsive to vibration alone, silty and clay sand, effective up to depth of 15 to 20 meter. The application for stone rammed columns are residential, commercial or industrial buildings where the storage spaces are, where the spaces for construction is less, dam, storage tanks, power plants, highways, land correction. Stone columns can be used to adjacent to existing building without causing damage from vibration. In this third video, we have discussed the soil densification, which is the third method of ground improvement technique. To sum up the lecture, the soil densification happens or can be taken by 5 different methods, which are vibrocompaction, compacting piles, blasting, dynamic compaction on stone columns. In the next video, we will be discussing about pre-consolidation. Thank you and Jai Hind.